Yo guys, welcome to the BFFs podcast YouTube channel. Make sure you guys subscribe, like the video before it starts. Let's get into it.
Okay, another episode of BFFs. Myself, obviously, Josh, Brianna. I don't know if we're doing an episode next week. I haven't figured that out. I'm heading to Miami tomorrow. Josh, you're already home.
Yeah.
Are you going back?
Yeah, I'm going back tomorrow.
Where are you from?
Boston.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Oh, she's
All right.
finally on.
I'm literally so scared.
Can you hear us? Why are you scared?
Yeah, what are you scared about?
No one should ever let me talk at length.
You just did. You're doing the whole, kind of gamut of Barstool. You did Alex last week, right?
I'm kind of on a weird Barstool press run, but it's all by chance. I didn't suck any dick at Barstool. You would know.
Yeah, I would know, and that hasn't been done.
You guys reached out. I don't even really fucking know why, to be honest, but I'm here and I'm excited. And yeah, Barstool press run. Who knows what we're gonna see.
Well, I don't know why Alex invited you. I know why we did. I assume it's kind of the same reason.
That's such a fucking you thing to say.
Well, it's true.
No,
It's
you are 100% right. To be honest with you, the entire experience was very interesting because I think that even throughout it, I was kind of questioning her, like, why am I here? Even my fans were like, Tana's energy is a little, it was different. It was a different experience. I don't know why they did it. I feel like it was very charity of them. I was supposed to be their first guest, and the reason why they never had guests.
Yeah, because you blew them off, right? You did a no-show.
Oh yeah, no, I mean,
She got blocked out.
There's a lot of moving factors, but I guess the moral of it is I was an irresponsible Tana piece of shit back in the day, and I didn't go to their podcast, and they made that viral YouTube video about it. And Alex has always said, like, the reason why we actually never had guests is because Tana fucking blew off our podcast. So I was just kind of sitting there the entire time, like, I don't know why you're doing this, but do your thing, shorty. Like, I'm very grateful that she was down to even hear me out and kind of get to know me now versus how I was then.
And that thing exploded with that. Well, so what I was saying, what you said was a me thing to say. So we started this, Josh and I, we've been doing now for 2 months?
Yeah, well, a little longer than that probably. Maybe 2.5, 3.
And we just are looking for people who kind of have the it factor for whatever reason on social media, YouTube, TikTok, and you're kind of top of the list. Now,
So nice of you. I don't know what list that is.
We
Me
mean
neither.
the drama, controversy.
What'd you say?
I said we mean the drama and controversy list.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I feel like you guys have been having really polarizing figures, like the Trisha episode. I honestly, I just watched her episode and I was like, holy fuck, I feel like mine is gonna be like that. I honestly, I don't know why. It's not that I don't know. She was savage.
So I'm catching up on everything, and I said it in the thing. I actually didn't, because my world is so different, and I was out in LA when I met Josh, and I did Impulsive and met with Nelk guys, and I did, I don't know, I call it the LA thing, but we're sort of isolated, I feel like, in New York, where it's not this same vibe of all these creators working together. I equate it to Game of Thrones, where we're just like the North. We're just kind of sitting here by ourselves, and we're in our own world, and it's different. So when you slid into my DMs, which you did, when we have them here, and I don't know if you were actually...
We have to dive into that. To be honest with you, I think that's why I'm nervous and know that I'm gonna have a scandal, because I've been anticipating this conversation. But also, I'm ready to have a scandal. That's obviously why I came on. I do have a lot to say about sliding in your DM.
Well, you didn't really do anything that crazy. You just said hello, and then
There was you asked for drinks. You asked for drinks too. So there was a
Me?
little Tana trying to pull some moves.
Josh, you're right. I did ask for drinks. And that's where, to be honest, I was debating the deniability of it all. I saw your clip and I was like, oh, I could just say I was saying hi and wanted a podcast. And then I went back and read it, and it was the drinks DM that really sent me. There's nothing you could say to justify that, at all.
So I wasn't totally aware, and I looked, it's holy shit, she's got a bazillion followers, and not only that, I had a gazillion of the same. So a lot of people who followed me, it's all right, so she's real. And I asked a couple girls who I know, I'm like, do you know this girl Tana? I think she slid into my DMs, and they all had the same reaction. They're like, yep, be careful. That was literally to a T what they all said.
Honestly, that's wild. That explains why he left me on scene.
I didn't leave you on scene. It was, we were on other sides of the country. I got the vibe a little bit from you, and I said this, and it was a little different from, and you guys are also incestuous out there, but Julia Rose, same kind of vibe. It's like, this girl's just trying to get, like, I don't want to say clout because you have it, but a new audience. Like, I didn't think you were actually interested.
So the question is, Tana, the question is, were you trying to get with Dave for clout, or do you think Dave's a good-looking guy? Or is it the Dave has fuck you money?
I'm gonna be real. Obviously, I knew at the time he had all of these like call her daddy ass bitches around him. You know what I mean? Like a million loud, flamboyant, like dumb bitches like yelling about sucking dick. Like it's not like I could offer him anything in that sense. It's more so at this time I honestly just really wanted a sugar daddy, and I had this assistant who was fixated on you. It actually was like a dare. Like we were like drunk as fuck. I think we were in New York City. I think that a lot of people in my group wanted me to see, you know, if I could conquer that, if the Barstool money was a thing. I didn't know what you were like either. I also thought you were just like a chill, fucking rich ass dude. And you're actually, you know, you're scandalous. You're scandalous.
How am I scandalous? I'm not fucking I mean, I'm not really scandalous. I actually thought it was what's that?
You're outspoken. You're far less passive than I ever thought you would be.
Oh, yeah, right. Correct. That's somebody who has no idea who I am if they think I'm like a soft-spoken little like flower. Yeah, definitely not it.
Kind of what I thought. You know, I was like, oh, maybe like, you know, Barstool CEO will get me a Gucci bag when I'm in New York and we can vibe. But like, now I know, it's like, you know, I don't know. It's different now, but I did slide in. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to lie about it. I think that it's important. Sometimes you see, you know, successful, thriving single CEOs, and it's important to shoot your shot.
That was what, and from my perspective, when I went to LA and did Impulsive, I got a wave of people who are interacting with me as if they just found out I existed. Because Logan was asking like different questions, like, I know you've been doing it for a while, and I think at one point it's like, yeah, we sold for a fucking shit ton of money to Penn, and all these girls who looked very different from my traditional like DMs. Like bikinis, fake titties out there is like, it's like, all right, they just heard me on this podcast. I have no fucking clue who I am.
Daddy issues galore. All the jewels of it all up in your fucking DMs. I 100% believe it. I think that, yeah, obviously when you're just going, you know, when you're speaking on that big of a platform about how much money you have, you're definitely gonna have a lot. But I'd like to say I did it before a lot of girls, right? I slid in your DM.
No, you were the exact time. I feel like you listened to the Logan thing and then you came in, and that's why I was like,
Tana's getting called out.
But I was the same.
I spearheaded this, and I like literally didn't at all. I'm just like a basic fucking whore who was in your DMs.
Well, no, I really thought it was clout. I mean, and this game, it's actually probably a good segue for this game. And for people who don't know why everyone was probably saying be careful, because like, and we've asked everybody here, was your original kind of like burst onto YouTube was just airing out like stories, right?
Stories from my life. Like not necessarily other people's in the very, very beginning, because I was more apprehensive at that time, but I also had nothing to lose at that time. It was very quickly that the apprehension faded, obviously, as you see throughout my career.
Right.
But at the very beginning, like my first story to ever like crack, like, because I was doing daily vlogs too. Like I was inspired by just vloggers who vlog their lives. I had no idea that I would end up doing story time or talking about my life. So like I was vlogging my retail job and shit. And then one of the videos I happened to make was telling like a story about a stalker I had since like second grade, and kind of getting into that. And like, obviously I was this young girl from Vegas talking about a lot of crazy shit. Story time just ended up staying and working. And then over time, it was like, well, do you want to hear ones about other people? And then even just over time, I guess I became more and more shameless with it, because it's like when people love that authenticity about you.
So if we went on a date, do I just assume that everything that happens on that date is like on the record?
It's a valid question. And I don't, you know, detest you in any way for asking it, because you have every right. Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
Right.
If you date anyone who's a part of their job is incorporating, you know, a percentage of their real life, I guess there's a chance if you're a part of their real life that you're going to be a part of it. But at the same time, if I sat down on a date with you and you said, am I going to get a fucking video? And I said, well, are you going to do something, you know, terrible or worthy or psycho of a video? You usually have to be in a caliber of crazy to get a video. So maybe that's a you problem. And then secondarily, you know, if do you want that? And then usually if someone is like, no, I hate this world, I hate these videos, why are you on the date with me, first of all? If you're going to dinner with Tana Mongeau, you kind of fucking know that it's Tana Mongeau and she's crazy. Like, you know what I mean? So then I would probably just flip it to be like, well, leave if you don't want a story time. Like, I don't know. I care about what I do more than love.
Can a guy and a girl be? This is a weird question. I'm not going to say the name, but can a guy and I think you can. Like, you know how if two guys sleep with the same girl, they're like, oh, Eskimo brothers?
Yeah.
So me and Tana are Eskimo, whatever you want, siblings. And I don't know if she knows that. And I'm not going to say the name, but we are.
Wait. How?
Are you saying we fuck the same bitch? This always fucking happens to me. This always happens.
Yes. Because I don't.
Like finding a way to say it nice because Josh Richards is here. It's like his little TikTok son. He's like, we're like Eskimos. I don't want to get Josh in the scandal. I knew you would do something eventually that would prove my point. You're scandalous. That was scandalous.
Nope, not scandalous. But we are.
I'm Eskimo brothers.
We're Eskimo siblings, I guess.
It's a sibling. It would have to be siblings.
Bro, I just said brother. Like,
No, we're not brothers. We're Eskimo siblings. Maybe later. Again, I'm not going to say the name because I don't think that wants to be out there. But we are.
So Dave,
Anyhow.
are you gonna go on a date with Tana, Dave, or what? Would you have said yes?
girls I've had sex with now to think about who Dave Portnoy would fuck, and I honestly have come to my conclusion. If I had to guess, if there was a gun to my head, I think I know who we're Eskimos over. However, I'm shocked. Who did you hit?
Well, I don't know that you know the right person, so it's a game of he said, she said, but I don't know that you got the right person. What could we?
You probably wouldn't fuck at Bella Thorne. Like, I can sit there and...
No, I've never, it wasn't Bella Thorne.
I was thinking it might have been Bella Thorne.
No, I've never met Bella Thorne. I had a crush on her. It's never been Bella Thorne. So, anyways, one day maybe you'll figure it out. So you, and this is kind of your thing, which is also, you've hooked up with like 1 million famous people.
Is your thing just
straight calling me
sentences and then letting the guest like apologize?
No, it's not apologize, but we have a game that Brianna set up. So Brianna Chicken Fries has set up this game for us. And I jump around. Josh, how familiar? I'm always trying to get the air. When we said we're getting Tana, were you like, oh, I know everything about her? Or is it like she a little above? Like, where does she fit on your fame scale?
On my fame scale?
Like how when I'm like, we got Tana. Like how aware?
And I dance to a fucking sound and get more views than all of her YouTube videos this year. I don't think his.
No, I know pretty much everything. Like, I see all of Tana's scandals, like the Biden butts out for Biden. I saw that one. Like I see them all. I usually see everyone.
I had no idea. I've always wondered that, actually. I think that
for sure.
that's like, you're one of the last people. I've asked pretty much everyone else. I know their gauge. I'll always be like, Charlie, like, did you see my scandal? Like, I'll see, you know,
Right.
like how far it gets almost like into the community. And I always wondered if you saw my scandals. I don't know. You're in the Sway Boys though. You're like a little scandalous, right?
Right,
Like,
right.
Sway boys are a little like.
Can't mention that name.
Sway
No
boys are
mention
edgy.
Yeah. You're like, I haven't decided. They may be fake. There's real edgy, which I would say is myself. And then there's kind of like.
Where do you think I fall, Dave Portnoy?
Edgy.
Like you, same kind of thing.
The difference is I think she's more calculated edgy.
Yes,
I could be wrong.
Well, let's talk about her latest story time on YouTube.
Did Dave just call me smart? Is he hitting me?
He is hitting
no,
on you.
I
Confirmed.
don't think what you do is by accident. Like, and I don't think you
No.
were sliding into my DMs because like, oh, he's hot. Like, I think you're calculated. So what is the latest controversy?
Well, your latest controversy, Tana, of your best friend hooking up with your fuck buddy. Was that like...
Oh, I guess that's my latest controversy. It's funny because I feel like I have like a few scandals a day. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's because think about it. If you're me, there's a lot that don't go full blown. Like I'm seeing them like mini ones, and then one like
Right.
hits the blip. You know what I mean? So to me, since my best friend fucking my fuck buddy, I probably had like 100 scandalous things happen. But that is the most public and.
Best friend? Who are we naming names here? What like, or we
She's
want?
called Mindy in the story time.
So your best friend fucked your fuck buddy. You had a problem with that?
In my house, I caught them. I didn't necessarily have a problem. I more so was just telling the story, but I guess I had a problem. I just said that out of beat. I had a problem.
I wouldn't want that. I don't think it's like your fuck buddy.
I just had a bad week. So a lot of things happened. My ex made a really bad song about me. I didn't like the song.
Oh wait, Tana, we have so much in common. We both got songs written about us.
Oh my God, wait. Okay, so Bella Thorne also just released a song about me. Like,
Oh, yes.
I've had some bangers released about me in 2020.
That's what I'm saying. Same.
3.
Oh my God, is Pain? I forgot. In Pain.
No. Sunny Maloof came out with a song about me. Like 2 weeks ago. A different girl came out with a song about me.
You got how many girls? You got another one that did one, Josh?
No, she's saying Nessa's like...
Oh.
Now you have like a repertoire of musician bitches if you think about it.
Now, the Bella Thorne, that was real, that relationship.
Yes, absolutely. But I mean, Harry Jowsey actually just put me onto the term clout farming, and I cannot get it out of my head. I think it's so funny. He'll always say like, you and my ex clout farming, or like these girls or whatever. And I think that sometimes something could be based in clout farming. You know, you meet someone and you're like, this could be a crazy opportunity, and like, you know, like, let's do a photo shoot. Let's go crazy. Let's go fucking somewhere. This was before paparazzi ruled everything. So now it's like, let's go hold hands with Kevin in front of Kevin Wong, in front of Boa, you know? But like at that time it was like, you know, let's post a photo kissing or whatever. But then obviously when you're spending a lot of time doing something with someone, if I hate you, I can't do it.
So let me ask you this then, on what you just said.
It has to get real though. Like for me to be there, like 100%, I'm not just going to sit in something that is entirely fake. And like, I have to love that person. I have to like them more than a significant other. I have to, you know what I mean? I don't know.
So, all right, then to go a little bit deeper, I like that too, clout farming. Whether it's Bella Thorne or Jake Paul, is it like call up, hey, like you want to get some clout? Like, how does that start?
I think that that's what people think. I think that people often envision my relationships with people in Hollywood. I never responded to what you said, but I guess you are right. A lot of my image is, you know, dating other celebrities, hooking up with fucking other celebrities. What am I don't know why I'm beating around the bush. It's literally the
Right. Yeah.
Like when dating these people, I think that people think that it's like I FaceTime Bella Thorne and I was like, please give me your clout right now, fucking please, I'm gonna die if I don't have it. And then, you know, that Jake and I sat down at a round table of 100 executives and we were like, we are going to have a wedding, yes. Like that's not what's happening, you know what I mean? Like I think that everything happens by accident or like by genuine, you know, I met Bella at a music festival, her and I were just like, blackout drunk, like raging together. I think I was on Molly, honestly. And I like was like, I want to kiss you. Let's do it. Like, and I tweeted a couple weeks prior, I want to date Bella Thorne next. She was like, I thought she was so hot at that time. Like I was so into it. I was down. And so then we took that photo and started like for real dating, honestly. And then Jake and I were hooking up and then we got caught. And then it was like, well, we could run with this or not. And we're both just crazy people. So that's kind of the very small.
That whole world is so just wild,
insane,
incestuous. It's like the same names bounced.
That's a funny way to put it. Like, honestly, the first time you said that, I spit my drink out 20 minutes ago. LA is the most incestuous, disgusting, the influencer world, all
led by you.
Yeah, I was going to say, Tana, I was going to say, you're in the lead.
World.
You're number one.
You're not wrong. I'm not saying I'm not a part of it. I'm just saying it's interesting. I don't think it happens anywhere else in the world. You know, Josh, all of your friends have fucked. Like, you know, I can honestly say that they're my friends too. Like,
right, yeah, no, 100%.
I'm like counting his friends I fucked. Like,
have you fucked any of his friends?
Tana, yes, you have.
Who?
You
just said yes.
I mean, I'm sure I have. Come on, guys.
Well, I mean, Josh said yes, so.
Well, I'm not about to.
He said yes, and he did cut it.
Yeah, this is getting sketchy.
I'm not out in no one.
You could just Google search and figure it out.
Okay, I will after. All right, so what is the game here, Brianna, that we put together for her?
Okay, so like you just said, Tana fucks a lot of famous people.
I
So
played 3 dating games on 3 podcasts this week. This is the 3rd game.
That makes us sound lame. I was about to say I love our games. I think go viral, so I like them. So hopefully ours is better.
This says it went so viral. Bryce Hall said y'all should stop this podcast on TikTok group. You know when Bryce Hall is weighing in.
I'm not allowed to say anything about him because he's soft as fucking marshmallow, but he's the softest dude ever.
So publicly first, I canceled Bryce Hall before it was popular. Like, honest to God. Like, I remember.
Tana and Bryce did have, like, the biggest beef, but.
Had public crazy beef, and it's actually funny because we squashed it. He called me the other day, and he was like, no, you can finally film with me because I'm relevant again. And I was like, oh, Bryce.
We'll squash it at one point. And honestly, it's like, I don't even know what he's mad about. And then Josh gets fucking dragged for not defending him. But it's like, we really haven't said anything. Alex said he looked like Sid from Ice Age. And like, who fucking cares?
Honestly, yes. I think especially also just if you can dish it, you have to be able to take it. I think that should just be a general rule of this space. That's why I end up hating people always, because I'm like, how are you going to fucking dish it and not be able to take it when you're a bitch? It just makes me think people are.
Yeah, some people are cut differently. Like, I have the thickest skin ever, and I have people just like, it doesn't bother me. That's like just my nature. All right, smash or pass. Have you played this yet?
But some people are people you've already smashed.
One of my first like viral videos was doing a smash or pass.
Okay. Yeah, I see. I had a smash or pass YouTube video once, and then I couldn't release it.
David Dobrik.
David Dobrik.
Was I in Josh's smash or pass video? I want to know.
Well, this is for you.
No.
I'm just trying to get anyone else's tea. David Dobrik, smash, duh, absolutely. Yesterday, tomorrow.
For clout?
No, for love. I love that man.
You love him for real.
Okay.
I'm like, I'm so in love with you.
Okay.
I love him. I think he's the smartest, like, dopest individual. On like, my love for him is like platonic. Obviously, I make a lot of jokes, you know. But honestly, also like, if he was down, I'd be down. Whatever. Like.
So platonic, but not at all. Okay.
Right.
That's my whole life. I also have an issue where I would fuck all my friends. I want to say that. Like, I've hooked up with a lot of my friends. Like, my lines of friendship are very.
Yeah, I feel like this game's just going to be smash. Like, smash or pass, it's just going to be smash.
Yeah, it should have just been how many people will Tana say smash to.
I mean, this guy, I have no idea who fucking this guy is, but he's gorgeous looking.
Cool. They just made a video together.
Dave, there's a level to this that I think you have to also understand. And that is that realistically, you know, all cameras off, I'd probably smash most of these people. Like gas station boy, would I hook up with him? Like, we're at a party, we're drunk. Sure, we could make out, we could fuck, whatever. But would I claim him? Would I publicly hook up with him?
Okay.
Would I say we were just friends? Would I say no? You know what I mean? Like, so that's a level of it too, I think. And he's someone that I would say smash up it all, but publicly, like, would I be like smashing gas station boy? Like, probably.
Is this gas station boy?
Yeah.
He works at a gas station?
No, he makes shirtless videos at gas stations.
Walks at a gas station.
I got it.
I love TikTok. But, who knows where his career is gonna go? I also am really weirdly like, I like multifaceted people. I like people who like do a lot of shit. Like, I don't, you know.
This is just what he does?
That's what he's famous for.
Hey, there's Tana.
Oh, fuck. What a world.
Finding these trends, you know what I mean? And being a part of them. It's crazy. I never thought 2020 would end with me like walking in a gas station with my clothes off with like this man.
How did that video come about?
That's his trend. That's like.
Yeah, but like, how did you guys get connected?
I think we just started messaging on like TikTok or Instagram. Nothing like that fun. That's what's cool about TikTok is it's easy. Like YouTube back in the day, it would be like, you have to have your team reach out to their team and you set up this lab 8 months from now and it's 8 hours long. And like, then it's sending to a team of their PR to get approved. And like with TikTok, it's like, yo, what's good? Want to walk at a gas station? And I think that's hella chill because it's definitely more my.
What a world. Well, we know that. I mean,
hard pass, wood box.
you don't like her now.
You would box her?
We are
Song about her.
We're fighting currently. She just made a song about me called Stupid Fucking Bitch. That's the name of the song. An entire music video where she employed the girl she's currently fucking to play me and then smashes a cake in her face. Like, just like has been coming for me so much, but
I have enough respect for you where I could almost see this being like a work where like you guys are going to be like now one of these celebrity fights and make $1 gazillion.
I definitely would. I'm not going to lie. I don't know where she stands and I'm not going to lie. The beef is also like a little real, but also that makes it fun. Like Jake's and KSI's or Logan and KSI's beef was like a little real. Like that is what kind of makes it.
She would be my number one smash. I don't know that she's that, like, I haven't seen her. I used to fucking love Bella Thorne.
She would be your number one smash. You're telling me my ex.
Ho.
Also,
of
Josh,
this game, of like who we're talking about here, not in the world.
Imagine a world where you go on a podcast and someone tells you that Nessa is your dream smash, like your ex-girlfriend, and you're just sitting there like,
I was hey, that was a compliment. That's a compliment to you. Like, I would love that if someone's like, my dream smash is my ex-girlfriend's like, yeah, well, you can't get her.
Well, I mean, who says?
Well, you could if it's their ex. If it's their
Oh, I
ex,
couldn't get
then
Bella.
kinda.
You don't think so?
You're
No.
Dave and I have similar taste, I guess. So if anything, my smasher pass is your smasher pass. But I am saying pass though too.
Give me the initial, the girl you think we're the same, the first.
No, because like the whole world would lose their fucking mind. I
Ronnie,
can't. It
do
would be
it.
bad for you too.
Do it.
What-
No,
wait,
mine's not famous.
Is she blonde?
No.
Oh my God, she's not famous. It's a bitch in New York, and I know exactly who it is. Her name starts with N. You fucked this girl in New York that I know?
Yep.
This is awesome, dude. This is so
Spilling
amazing.
all the tea right now.
This is the best thing.
I actually thought it was Corinna. I thought you fucked Corinna this whole time.
Who's
I thought-
Corinna?
She's David Dobrik's like side partner.
Oh,
No,
Corinna
no.
Comp or whatever it is. Yeah.
Oh no,
Yeah.
I've talked to her a couple. I've never met her or nothing.
That is wild. I did fuck this girl in New York. I really didn't mean to fuck her. I was blackout drunk, and she was just like hot. I don't do that a lot though. I actually really don't like one night stands or hooking up with random people.
Okay.
Like, she was just an
Okay.
and clearly
That's-
an exception for you
that's-
too.
Well,
Also pass, and the last two can end up together.
Francesca Fargo.
I mean, this girl's smoking hot.
It's hard too because I'm passing people I've literally fucked. Like I fucked her, but like I would pass now. You know what
Who
I mean?
is she?
She
Who's
was-
Francesca Fargo?
That's
she
a
was
good
really
question.
hot to handle on Netflix with Harry. I didn't really know her when we started. We really got to it. We really got to hooking up. There was no.
Okay, she's hot.
Well, we also clout farmed. Speaking of clout farming, no, but
Yeah.
also Francesca and I definitely. I think we like. You know, she definitely likes the Daily Mail of it all. So I'm not saying I don't. I'm saying I think someone like her looks at someone like me and is like, oh, we can go hold hands, and it will make me a lot of money. Like, you know. So I think that's nasty.
So, in terms of clout farming, where does this fall on the scale?
At this point, or just in general?
Just the whole thing,
Huh?
the whole fake wedding and all that.
Jake Paul.
Now it's hard because obviously no, did we get legally married? No, that was a fake wedding. There's nothing you could say to ever say it wasn't, I guess, you know? I mean, like, don't get me wrong, like we were like, yes, we feel this, like this is a vibe, like let's do it, let's make this video, this is crazy, all this stuff is crazy, like, you know what I mean? But like the emotion of it all like was real. It's still real. Like it's real for me. It always will be real. I like love Jake more than anyone I've ever loved, and like probably always will love him. I guess that's like big T. I'll stop.
Yeah, geez, that just got super deep. That just went.
But I think that when you're like stuck in a lot of life with someone, I love him now so much more as like a best friend. You know what I mean? Like I think that sometimes you have to decide that you and someone would be better off as BFFs. You know,
Well
just
played.
as friends, because it can get a little toxic and stuff like that. And I think we're also both in places of our life where it's like, you know, I care about him so much that it's like I could marry him. I did. So it's like I'm
Fake
not-
narrative.
Like, but we're
Yeah.
not in a place of life where it's like either one of us could expect loyalty. We're both very open people. Like there's just so many factors that I think make it where it's like, okay, like we should be friends. And maybe that's more so from my side. I don't know. You know,
I mean, you're getting deep. There's something there. It's like getting
Yeah,
deeper.
no,
All right.
this was
I really just do
Very-
love him. I think that as time goes on, like I look at Jake as like someone who's never done me wrong, someone who's always been there for me, someone if I killed someone I could call. Like there is a point where now it's like, of course I can make all the jokes. Like I wish it was for clout. It would literally have been easier on my fucking heart. Like, but I'm also honest about it at this point. Like I think that so many of the things like business wise that I'm doing right now, like if I'd never met him, I would have never like gained that knowledge, made those connections, learned those things. I think I would be like a lot dumber. I could have seen myself falling off. I think he was the first person to really teach me how to make this like a business as well.
Mhm.
You know what I mean too? Like it just, yeah. And it's like when someone does exactly what you do and they understand everything that you go through and like the scandals and the pain, like family lives. And don't get me wrong, that's trauma bonding. Yet another reason that we should be friends. But like regardless, to have someone like by your side that understands what you're going through, I think Josh can obviously attest to this as well. Like it's rare to meet someone who like gets the struggles of your life, you know? So it's like
100%.
when you do, you're like, shit, that's dope. So yeah.
Next.
This is a smash or pass.
Oh.
Addison Rae.
I know people want the tea. Smash, absolute smash. I would die to hook up with her. But I know that is like scandalous to say now. You know, like I ship her and Bryce. Like
No, but you've been pretty public saying
actually?
you're gonna like steal Addison. That's what you've been been putting out?
Really, really tried.
Like in person?
Yeah, like to her.
Yeah, I've definitely spoken to her like since the getting at her in like a way. And what's dope about, I could never figure it out with Addison but she's probably just nice, right? Like there's no way she was flirting back with me. Like that's what it all comes back down to. I'm like, there's a part of me where I'm like, okay, but like she's clearly just like, ha ha ha, that's so sweet. Like of course I'm hot. I'm a Kardashian. Like it's not like she's like, oh yeah, I want to fuck Tana.
I think she's a clout farmer. I think she's smart and I don't have anything, but I think she's smart enough to know like playing a little bit along could be like just good. Like she's just building her like persona.
She's definitely a genius.
Yeah, I was about to say she is a super smart girl when it comes to social media and business. Like she has a great head for social media. She knows what she's doing.
And there's an element of you can have like, you know, the teeny bopper crowd who loves you, but then you may want a little bit of an older crowd. You may want an edgier crowd. You want it all. So like you bring a little bit of an edgier crowd.
With like Brody Jenner after Bryce, like she's gonna have no problems. I think there's also a level of like, I have to look at if I would want to like corrupt someone. Like,
Brody Jenner.
right?
Yeah, wait, where did that just come from?
That's like, in my mind, Brody Jenner, like, moved the clock back to what, 2001?
I was saying because he's affiliated with the Kardashians. I was saying like I could see her being with like a Scott Disick type of like Courtney approved type of man next. Like,
Oh, right. Just forgetting about him?
Yes, I guess that I just don't see relationships in Hollywood lasting to the point that I look at absolutely everyone. I look at everyone as like, oh, who are they gonna date next? Like David and Liza. I was like, oh, I'm excited to see Liza dates next. Like it's just how I look at things, which is bad. They could be together.
Well, that's your world. We're definitely gonna get another cancel the podcast, by the way, after this, Josh, which is not my fucking fault, for the record.
I know. But I'm saying that Bradison, I'm shipping them and I'm keeping them. So everyone better realize that. I'm not on Tana's side. Fuck Tana. I'm sticking up for them. Fuck you guys. You're the worst. I love Bryce and I love Addison. All right, let's go.
Now that is smart. If I'm going down, don't try to go down with me. You will get canceled. Like you're doing the right thing. But you're scandalous. It's fine.
Yeah.
Harry Josie.
Harry Jowsey, you have to tune into my newest video to find out if I'm going to fuck Harry Jowsey or not.
I mean, obviously, I'll tune into the video. I encourage, but obviously, you'd fuck him. You fuck everybody. And he's, like, pretty well known.
Well, I guess that if you want to know, you'll have to check out our video where we clarify if we've ever hooked up, if we ever will hook up.
This is all too Caller Daddy had Alex had him on, Alex had you on. It's like this merging of worlds. This guy had no idea who he was till Alex had him on. I was like, who the fuck is
Harry and Francesca were such like, they just came out of fucking nowhere. You know what I mean? Like just out of fucking nowhere. It was crazy. You're right. He popped up very fast, but he's also smart. Like he's scandalous as fuck and like knows what he's doing and like wants to build a brand. I definitely think he also wants to follow in the footsteps of Jake though. Like in some ways. Like I could see him boxing and like he was just dating Julia Rose. Like just like I could literally see him having like a wedding. I mean, he did propose to Francesca. I could see him taking it all the way.
All right, next.
No, I would not smash, but one of my favorite individuals.
Just because of the Jake thing?
Yeah, I would absolutely rather pass away. Like literally. I have so much love for him, like best human ever. Like I love his brain, but I would rather die. He's like my brother, actually. Like when I hang out with him, that's really how I feel. Like,
would you have a threesome with him if they were willing to?
Bro, what goes through your fucking brain, Dave Portnoy? I get it. You gotta have these.
Good
clips.
question.
No,
Good question.
no. Like don't.
Definitely would. Like, I don't believe you for a fucking second.
Either, Dave. I'm on Dave's side this time.
That's an all-time clout farm move.
That's the biggest farm there is.
Oh my god, and just let their dad join and like run a train. That's fucking disgusting.
Again, I wouldn't put it fucking past
Now
you.
you're getting weird, Tana.
Yeah, right.
Now you're the weird.
You line stepper.
No.
Okay. All right, next.
Mine was here. Tana went over.
Oh my god, he's next to me. He's next to me.
Hunter Moreno.
He's literally right there. I kid you not. He lives with me. He's like 8 inches. I'm like, pass. What are you doing after this?
Who is he? I don't mean to disrespect him because I know he's right there, but who's Hunter Moreno?
He's my roommate and my best friend.
And you've never hooked up with him? Okay. You have, so that's a smash.
Shout out.
We've never fucked.
Hunter.
Bullshit.
I'm out here busting it for everyone. We've never fucked.
Okay, I believe you. I don't know why you'd lie. All right, next.
No,
Although you
exactly.
did say you sometimes will lie. Oh, there's me. Threw me in at the end. It's a great look.
Great photo.
Absolute smash. Well, I don't know now because of your personality.
What does
No,
that mean?
not because it's not good, but I'm saying like you're an icon. Like I know if I hooked up with you, I could see you telling. Like you know, like I don't
You're
even
worried
know
about me telling?
you.
I was about to say, over you, Tana? You
Here's
think
what I'm
Dave's
saying,
gonna be the one?
Huh?
You think Dave's gonna be the one to go to social media over you?
Yeah, you'd be the one to make a video about him.
100%. And I don't want to toot my own horn, but like because you fuck like really good looking guys and famous guys, I'm like a totally different category for you. I'm like, oh, Tana must be smart. Like I think most people be like, Dave's smart business. You're in like the social influencer world.
Dave, are you trying to pitch yourself to Tana right now?
What'd you say, Josh?
I said, Dave, are you trying to pitch yourself to Tana right now?
No, I'm just saying
Sounded
fucking.
like it.
No, I'm
Sounded
just
like
saying
it.
it wouldn't be me to go like public. Tana would fucking run to the presses.
Much as I expose, I am the root of getting exposed just as much. And like people love to pull a me on me. So I will say that. So I mean, I don't put anything past anyone, and my trust is on absolute zero. So a part of me always does go into something like they could expose me too, I guess. You know, especially when you're the one that's like the
But how am I going? No one knows anybody that I've hooked up. How would I expose you? Everyone knows every single person you've hooked up with.
Here's the difference. I would smash Dave Portnoy 2 years ago because he didn't have this podcast, was in the TikTok space. You've changed Dave Portnoy.
I don't believe you at all. Like, not even a little bit. That's why you reached out to me when I did. It's like, oh, this, like when I went to LA, whatever. We'll agree to disagree. But
I think the whole point of this whole thing has been that I would really probably fuck any of these people. So who am I to really say if I would or wouldn't?
yeah, I know. I think you would fuck me for all the wrong reasons. Not because you had any interest in me, not because you were attracted to me, but I think I'm a good clout farm.
I would develop interest probably, to be fair.
Yeah, I can be charming.
But you're right. I guess my intentions going into it wouldn't be ones that
Correct.
won't.
No. Definitely not.
Oh my God.
But I do like a good thing about, being a fucking sugar baby clout farmer is that I like the business of it all. So then I do end up bonding with people.
Yeah, no, that's been my vibe on this. It's smart, like very smart.
It's like half good, half bad, half genuine, half not. Kind of just like my whole career.
That's the vibes I got. So we appreciate. Did you have questions? Did you have anything that you want to ask her?
I wanted to talk about a little bit more about the Bella song. Like, what was your reaction to that? And Mod Sun wrote a song about you too. What do you think when you hear these songs about you?
I'm really excited to hear Josh's perspective on this too, because he just said he had some girl write a song. I can't wait to know who too. Should he go? Should I go?
You go.
Okay, hey, King. This has been a fucking really interesting experience. I've always been used to people kind of releasing songs about me. I guess what bothered me so much about the Bella one is it's terrible. It's not good, and I hate it.
Aww.
Like if it was like good, what I say. I've dated other singers too who have made like poetic, beautiful music about me, and like at the end of the day, I'm like, you're calling me a liar, but it sounds fucking beautiful. So do your thing. But I'm like, you're calling me a stupid fucking bitch, and you sound terrible, and you're a stupid fucking bitch. You know what I mean? Like, it's not, this hasn't been it. The Mod Sun of it all, I don't really say his name. I started off when I did the story time about it, like not saying his name, but obviously people just found out, and then it's like I look like a head ass because I should have just said his name. That one's tough. I don't love that song.
How can you love songs?
That one hurt though. I think that's also the difference is, Mod Sun is like a smart musician. He taught me a lot about music. We have a lot of life history type. So his record was more thought out and like actually, and that to me is what's also more impressive. Like if you can make a record that strikes a chord, even if it is anger or something, like that's what speaks so much more volumes over that. Whereas Bella, I just like want to shut her up so bad.
So who was your song about, Tana? Because you have a song, Tana. So was your song about someone without you? I saw that today.
Oh my God.
I found that song.
Yeah. I was definitely thinking of, some things when I wrote it. That was, and Hefner had Bella in the video. Our trajectory is wild. And Hefner was honestly about her, like, because I was dissing Black Bear, because Black Bear came for me on Twitter and was like,
To say you guys might as well be talking Greek right now, like Black Bear, and what would you do? You say Hefner? Do you mean Hugh Hefner?
They wrote
I wrote a
songs
song
together.
called Hefner. You should check it out. It's a lyrical musical fucking.
It's actually
Actually
not
not
bad.
bad.
Not gonna
Not
lie.
gonna
Not that bad.
Well, that's what happened, Dave. Is I got the Josh Richards generation to somehow believe that this terrible record I made was
It's like all I remember is the Hugh Hefner part where it's like, "Fuck on your bitch like I'm Hefner." That part.
I was telling Black Bear like I'm fucking your bitch. So that's kind of how it like all started.
Yeah, it's not bad.
So should I be a rapper again, guys? I've been working on a Hefner remix.
Oh, maybe it's a Still Softish Hefner remix that needs to happen.
I told like I think it was you a while ago. I think it literally was you that I wanted to do a Still Softish like moment. I would gladly rap about Bryce Hall being soft.
What do you mean you told him? How well do you guys know each other?
What?
Did you just say you told Josh?
Like I reached out to Josh, or at some point I told you I wanted to do a Still Softish, or was it that I wanted to be on T-Talk?
Oh, it was T-Talk. It was T-Talk. You wanted to be on T-Talk, yeah.
And like just if I see Josh, I'm like, what up?
Yeah.
How often do you guys see each other?
Saw each other in Miami.
Yeah, we saw each other in Miami. I was blackout drunk and he was with Noah Beck, and Noah Beck terrifies me when I'm drunk because Noah Beck is so fucking nice. And I just the only thing I can remember is just Noah Beck in Miami looking at us both conversing, and I just remember being like, I'm so fucking drunk.
Well, I think it's because we were both just probably sloshed, and then Noah is like a sober Sally. He's a sober.
Where were you guys?
Somewhere.
All right, fair. I also, this question.
I really don't know. Miami, a beach, a tree.
Yeah, I don't care. You were, you fucked Jay Alvarez. Did he coconut oil you?
Great transition into that.
Amazing. Amazing work here, Dave, on your end.
Well, I mean, it's. Did I say so far? You did fuck him, right?
We kind of like dated.
So yes.
Dated is like a loose, well, not really. We dated.
So you fucked. Did he coconut oil you?
Yes.
He did.
Wow.
Everyone.
That's like his thing. He just does it. Did you know it was coming? Or you like, what the fuck are you doing?
Obviously, when I first started talking to him, I didn't know. The first time he did it, I remember because I remember being like, what the fuck? We were in my townhome. Like, I'll never forget it. It's definitely very interesting.
Does he carry it in a fanny pack? That's my question.
No, it was coconut oil the first time. And then one time we just had coconut oil in like grease.
Did you like it? Is it like a good move? We debated this.
It's okay. I think that Jay feels like it's more exponential maybe than it is. Like he's very like Hawaiian. Like he's like, this is from the earth. Like I'm gonna put this on my dick. Like fuck yeah, dude. Like it's gonna anti-age my dick, and then I'm gonna go surf. Like he's just like that, And then I'm gonna eat coconut for dinner. Like you are what you eat, dude. Like that's like how he is.
I am like very straight, but I would fall for that. Like I love surfer vibe, like fucking Point Break. If like a girl was doing that, I'd be like, I'm in. Like coconut oil and like fucking surf the North Shore. I'd be like, yeah, where?
People just needed it because it's like why? And honestly, why in a sex tape would you ever like jump cut to yourself like warming up coconut?
Okay, I need the answer of the tea break. Does he take a tea break halfway through? Is it like a little intermission and he's like, let me go warm it up?
I haven't seen the sex tape because I was the sex tape. Like I saw like 10 seconds of it, but like I lived that.
Right, so did he pause when you guys were doing it? Like would he be like, yo babe, I know you're like ready to go. Let me take 20 minutes to go warm up some coconut oil right now and I'll be right back.
There is times that has happened. Oh. But I feel like I was about it. I was like, we could go warm up the coconut oil. Let's vibe. Like, like it was, but also like why? Like I definitely like if I look back and have one thought but Jay just doesn't do anything traditionally. I think that's another important like aspect of it. The girl in the video, Sveta, at one time he was dating me and her at the same time, and I caught her calling him, and we were in Athens, Greece, and he told me that she was his cousin. And then the next day he flew to Russia. The next day he flew to Russia to see her, and then told me he was just like at the store in Athens, Greece. And then I like found out that he was like in Russia seeing this girl, and she wasn't his cousin. And that was
How long did it take you to realize he wasn't at the store?
Right, he's in fucking Russia.
I mean, that's a long trip to the fucking store.
Holy shit.
I care. No, like Like we both were doing other stuff in the day. Like I had a photo shoot and he was like doing stuff like with his friends in Greece, like going shopping. Like he gave me this whole day plan of like Athens. And then I like next thing I knew he was in Russia and I was like, fuck you.
All right, so the man's all right. It's true in the coconut oil thing. People are saying, by the way, he photoshopped. Not that I care. Like he did like Photoshop or he's made his dick, because a lot of people are saying he did this because Alexis Ren, who I knew who she was. I just knew him as like the guy who dated her, but he wanted to make his dick look bigger.
Do you think that for the rest of his life, Jay might be slightly egotistically burdened by the fact that Alexis Ren is a small dick? Like, I think that some people just, I kind of think, imagine dating for years and years and years, and then all the bitch says when you break up is...
Yeah, but that's like a go-to move. Like, I won't care because broke up. It's like, well, obviously she said that. We just broke up. And what do you do when you break up?
Yeah, I've just never seen it on a high caliber like that.
Yeah.
I guess you always see it like in life, but on Twitter like that, I've never seen it so savage. And I think Jay just couldn't fucking handle it. But I do also think he has like a big ass dick. And I don't think that you can like surgically, but I don't know what people do to their dicks. You know, I don't have a dick.
Right.
No, I think you can do shit, but you got to be like pretty psycho to do it.
No, yeah. No, they're like, I think you do have to be pretty crazy.
So dick injections.
Who?
Yeah, Jason Nash got dick injections.
I don't know who that is.
That's Trisha Paytas' ex.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Hey, yeah, David's best friend.
I love that Dave just doesn't like it's Josh's job to almost educate Dave.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's two different worlds. It's like we just operate in my, and I'm a little older, but just different spaces. Like what Barstool was growing, and we weren't like in this social. We were just doing things different. It's a different crowd base, different everything. This is the first time there's kind of been a little bit of a crossover.
It's making me want to have a podcast with like a neuroscientist, like just someone so smart.
Right?
You're saying I'm as smart as a neuroscientist, and then you and Dave are like the same caliber type thing? Is that what you're going with?
Yes.
Yeah? Okay, cool. That's what I was thinking.
Yes, that is exactly what I'm saying.
Hell yeah.
You know, Josh Richards, you're a smart kid.
Thank you.
You're smarter than Dave Portnoy. I also saw you guys talking about, what is it? You've talked about me a few times on this podcast.
Have we?
Yeah, there was another time, right, where you were roasting me on TikTok saying, you roasted me for some TikTok I made. Right?
Me or Josh? I haven't roasted you.
Pointing at a screen. Oh, you did, because you were saying that I was lying about how much money Jake made, right? You were like, there's no way he makes that much money.
I said that?
I think so.
Oh.
Right? I don't even know.
Oh, yeah, it was the rich. It was the
oh.
rich TikTok video. Yeah, it was like, it was the trend we were watching, Dave, where it was like the most bizarre, like the most rich thing you've ever heard. And Tana was talking about how like Jake got like the Maybach and like all this other shit, was like renting, spending all this money.
Yeah, that was. I wasn't so much you. I forget what it was, but it seemed like insane. Whatever the story, I don't remember what it was.
It was basically you just calling me poor for like 10 minutes straight. It was you questioning.
No, it wasn't. It was me doubting what he was doing. It was
Yeah.
like he bought like 100 Ferraris so he could like crash them all into a wall or something. It was like something just bananas.
That is literally some shit he would do. That literally sounds right.
All right. Well, I appreciate you coming on.
Yeah.
It was very interesting. I feel like I'm learning more about the internet and everything, clout farming every day.
I'm done. This was that easy. I really thought I was going to get interrogated.
No, we're nice.
No, people just have a bad
nice
like
podcast.
rep for us.
You gave Trisha the opportunity to have like a global scandal. You didn't even give me that.
What do you want?
What do you want?
I don't know.
Do you want to tell us like who the next marriage is gonna be, or like?
I'm just fucking with you. I have enough scandals coming on my own. I'm actually really surprised. You guys are both so nice, and this was like such a great experience. So thank you for fucking having me to clout farm with the two of you.
What was your reaction after going on, which I thought was funny? I'll leave you like when you did Call Her Daddy with Alex. Was the response big?
The response was life-changing.
I was gonna say a lot of people like gained their respect for you that lost it in the Barstool fandom, right? Like
Exactly, and I think that, you know, throughout scandalous and inauthentic periods of time, like at least for me, I've had a lot of those, you know, like shooting a reality show. I feel like I lost my authenticity. There was a time in my career where I literally was like, I'm going to be like the Ace family. Jake and I are going to start a family channel. Like, what the fuck, bitch?
right.
inauthentic, dumb fuck. Like, how far away from Tana Mongeau can you be that you are literally debating starting a family channel? Huh? Like, huh? That whole time of my life, it was just so, you know what I mean? Like, inauthentic. And it was like, I got very far away from a lot of the things that.
Whose fucking phone is that?
Oh, can you hear that?
Yeah, it's blaring through my earphones.
No.
Tana.
Someone's blowing your ass up.
It's honestly my assistant, which is iconic because that means I'm just making money as I get these checks.
It's probably Jay Alvarez, like getting ready to warm up the coconut oil. He's letting you know. He's texting her like.
Literally texting me like, missed you warming up. I'd rather die. But point being, I guess, is that, you know, when you're not authentic like that for a minute, like people obviously lost respect for me throughout scandals, throughout bad apologies, bad responses, stuff like that. So for Alex to kind of give me such a big platform to like be really authentic, and her, like, I'm honestly grateful for her demeanor as well. Her roasting me, her cooking me, her being like, bitch, you lost your authenticity. Like, you had nothing to lose then. Now you have so much to lose. It's obvious you're not as real. Like, talk about that. Like, she actually challenged the fuck out of me. And I think that with her challenging me, we made something great. And I'm very grateful for that. Because it's like, honestly, this year, I feel like she's one of the only people to really challenge me and give me like a platform like that to kind of vindicate myself. And like,
it's crazy because we had her on here, and like a lot of the TikTok people literally like, why do you have this old lady on? They didn't know who she was. It's like, she's got this huge platform. I obviously know, but there's such disconnects between like the audiences. Like, who the fuck is this girl to be roasting like the Sway Boys?
yeah, I almost exactly. And it's funny too, because it's almost come full circle like that too. Because like in my TikTok comments, that's what it will be like. Oh my God, why does this girl have beef with Tana? But then it's like the Twitter people who know are like, how fucking dare you bail on and call her daddy?
Yeah, right.
But that's also is the one thing I'm also grateful for is Alex fans are very much like my fans. Like, we both talk about, like, you know, we're very authentic. We talk about our lives. We talk about our dating lives. We talk about sucking dick. We talk about, so it was almost like a lot of her fans were ones that were angry at me for some shit I'd done. So she almost gave me an opportunity that no one else could. Because it was like talking to all of these
people that should have been your fans or could have been your fans that you pissed off, essentially. Because like,
and it's to be honest, we're all doing this for the same. Weirdly, it's like we have our brands. It's like new audiences, and TikTok, Tana, Alex, you, Josh. It's like it's what we're doing. It's like find out more people, get more people, you know, find out. So interesting. I don't know that we're ever gonna date. I think the DMs are in the past now, Tana, but.
We formed a really good friendship that was, you know, based on me being like a hooker. But
I love it. Thank you for coming on.
next wedding, Tana, is gonna be you and Dave. That's the next controversial wedding.
Fake wedding.
Yep.
I'm very ready to start a full scandal, full wedding with Dave Portnoy. We're gonna
That's be good for the headlines, I guess, for me.
we're gonna make some TikToks and do some fun shit soon. I actually want to like see you in cannabis life, but I love
Hell
you
yeah.
guys.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming on, Tana.
Bye, Tana. All right, Slice is the official pizza delivery partner of One Bite. We want One Bite Slice to be the only way you order pizza. We have an updated map page on the One Bite app, so you can now see Slice pizza shops in your local area. Slice makes ordering pizza online easier, quicker. Only place to find the best pizza in your local area. This is the important part. Slice is the better deal for shops. Slice works with 14,000 local pizza places, have local pizzerias, save them $200 million in fees because all the other guys are geared towards more expensive items, and pizza places, they take too big of a cut. That's why they invented Slice. That's why I work with Slice. That's why it's been part of the app forever. Download the Slice delivery app. Use code DAVE for $3 off your first order. Twitter @Slice, Instagram @Slice, Facebook @Slice Pizza app. The URL slicelife.com. If you like pizza, it's the only way to do it. You'll see in all the stores, all the pizza places, they have the little Slice stickers. You're not going to find that anywhere else. So get involved with Slice. Get the One Bite app. Get their app. Do it all. All right, back to the pod now. By the way, I tried to repost that the Monster Hits Club. It got taken down like instantly.
No way.
Yeah, they don't let it. That's why we stopped doing it. It's like I
That's
couldn't
so
post
weird.
it anywhere. Anywhere I posted it gets deleted and I get strikes.
So did your tweet when you tweeted at me get taken down, or
No, I reposted it on TikTok because I knew people, like, we've done so much. I knew a lot of people won't even know what that is. That club was exploding for a while.
Right.
It was like the place to be, but no point when you can't do like we were doing.
That's
it to be
so
funny,
weird
kinda.
that it's getting taken down like that.
I know, and especially now because it's kind of legal.
That's the other thing I was thinking is like now it's legalized and like so many people just like I've seen so much content around weed. Like Tana,
I know.
Tana posts herself smoking all the time.
Makes no sense.
Yeah.
Like we're quick. Like people are on us just quick. Anything like that. I remember Rhea was like bullshit about that because Hank got in before she did.
She was pissed.
Well, because she's like, Hank doesn't really smoke.
That's funny. I saw some of your fans were really like calling me out. They were like, Josh is not ready for the
It's
monster
a major
hit.
club.
They were like, he's not ready for the club. And I was like, I'm sure I'm experienced enough to take a monster hit.
Ironically, the dude in that original video, Buddha Ben, is like the biggest pothead in the world. He didn't get in. You have to legitimately choke.
Right, like you have to
don't-
take a hit that's so big that you're just like uncontrollably coughing all over the place. Like,
Correct. That would be a monster hit.
right. So he was just such a pothead, he just couldn't even cough anymore.
Yeah, he couldn't
was
do
just
it.
past the point of
Do it.
coughing.
And that I started calling him like little doinks around the office, and he got like upset. And if
Right.
you know Buddha, like there's certain things that like get to him.
Right.
But I just kept calling him little doinks to his face, and he's like, "Stop doing that."
That's funny. That is awesome.
This I got very excited when somebody sent me this Sway House cleanup, and we got a girl, Sunny Maloof, who basically she's on the TikTok room saying Josh left her heartbroken, and we reach out to try to get her on late. I think admittedly late. And I know, Josh, you were like, did you see this? So I thought there was a chance we'd get her.
Right.
We may have reached out too late. Can I watch? I haven't seen. I saw her talking in a very like serious tone, as though she had been like done real dirty by you. So let's get this video of Sunny Maloof. And now she's 16, so like, you know, kid gloves. But let's see what you did to this girl.
I don't want to release his name or expose him, but it's my story. So I wrote the song about Josh Richards, and he left me heartbroken. I'm not afraid to say he left me heartbroken. It's my past. That's why if you listen to Disposable, you'll understand what I went through.
Okay, do we have the song? Disposable?
Yeah, that is the song. You know, she actually sent me the song like 4 months before she put it out.
Really?
Yeah, like it was a good while before she put it out. She sent me this. She asked me to be in the music video.
I kind of like this girl.
She was
So,
like,
all right,
yo,
we're
do you want to
gonna-
be in the music video? I wrote this song about you. It was from like us during the summer. I still like you, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, I listened to the song and it was just shitting on me. And I was like, yeah, I think I'll just like politely pass on this one. Might not be in the music video.
Uh-huh. It's not hard. Oh, she throws right there. Not bad. So what is the story here? Is there a story?
Yeah, there's a little bit of a story. I
what is
mean,
it?
dude, it was like, okay, I don't want to like be rude to this girl if I actually did like hurt her feelings or something, but it was a year and a half ago or 2 years ago now. Me and this girl, like, I think we hung out for like a week. Like we hung out
In
and
person.
yeah, we hung out. It was like a big group of people. We ended up like, you know, how things go. And
Right.
then it's like developed into something little. Then I left and kind of like went on tour again for social media. Kind of was being like just a guy on tour, going around, blah, blah, blah. Met Nessa and then was kind of like, oh, this girl has something. When I met Nessa, I like fell for Nessa, like head over heels. And then just like started developing my relationship with Ness. And like a whole like I think we had hung out as like friends since that point. One of my friends that ended up getting like they started being like a thing. Like so it was like
this girl, Sunny.
yeah, so it was like I did not feel like there was like beef between us. Like I wished her a happy birthday for her birthday last year. Like or whatever. Like I texted her and I reached out, I was like, yo, happy birthday. Just like being nice. And then it was like she randomly like perfect timing text me like when me and Nessa post our breakup video, right? Like 2, 3, 4 months ago or whatever it was, like when me and Nessa like broke up online. Sunny obviously like texts me perfect timing right after the video and is like, hey Josh. And then, you know, starts like trying to like talk with me, snap with me and everything, says how she misses me and like how she didn't like, I don't know. And then says, yo, I wrote a song. And I was like, oh, cool. And she was like, yeah, it's about you. And I literally was like, lol, haha. And then she's like, no, I'm being serious. And I was like, oh, okay. And then she's like, do you want to hear it? And I was like, sure. So she sent it to me, listened to it, and I was like, oh, wow, that wasn't a great song about me. Kind of shit.
It's actually kind of catchy. So what's your take on it? Is it you think she actually like was hurt or she's just trying to get her music career going? By the way, for those who don't know, we said it off there. Sunny Maloof, that's her name. This is a big-time family. Like, they own the Sacramento Kings, the Maloof brothers. They owned, I think, the Palms at one point in Vegas.
She also, when you it's a clout farm thing, dude. Like, that new term we just learned, 100%. They're using my name to get streams for their song because they know they will. And then at the same time, it's like they've done that before. Her parents paid for her to be in Team 10.
Oh, yeah, she's in Team 10.
Yeah, but
so that all makes sense. Yeah, she wants to. So, all right. So this to me would be a clout farm. Like, I don't think, I'm sure you're like all the little girls get the Josh Richards posters on their walls. This girl, I think, is just trying to like get fame.
What does Nessa think about the song?
She commented lol, so
he said he thought we were gonna get both of them on at once.
Yeah, I thought that would be great.
Wow, that would have been crazy.
Let them just like beef it out.
Maybe it could still happen.
I think the girl would do it if we're pegging the girl correctly. That she's trying. Now Nessa doesn't seem like this would be her jam.
She's not like she's not a clout girl. Nessa ain't like doing things for clout. She just does whatever the hell she wants. So it's like she'll do it if she wants to maybe like go at it with the girl and like beef with her. But that's also not Ness. Ness is like a pretty nice person.
All right. So are we gonna do this next thing? The trends. We're gonna watch, react. We get this, and then we'll do the Ask BFF. So, because that was along with Tana. Trends, we're going to just watch this and I guess react to it. I have no idea what it is.
So, I'm not the only Justin Bieber fan. This is so much worse than this.
I should have known when I saw the guy sitting next to me filmed this in my fucking kitchen, which is by itself quite awkward. Yeah, I went through a Bieber phase. So everything Bieber did, I fucking copied. I mean, everything. I actually, like 2 weeks before I went on vacation, I went, what do they call them, henna tattoos? I literally had like a henna artist. I had every Bieber tattoo on my body, and they didn't disappear for like a month and a half. So I was just on vacation fully tatted as Bieber. But yeah, I did everything he did. So we're trying to like mimic that video. Someone cut that up and put it on TikTok, and people were disgusted. Disgusted. It didn't get clicks. It didn't get anything. People were like, that's disgusting.
Yeah, I had to stop myself from like hurling in my own mouth there for a little bit. But
yeah.
It's probably worse than my singing video, I would say.
Well, though, before you say yes, Brianna, let's clarify. One was supposed to be like a Saturday Night Live skit that was clearly like meant to not be like serious. One, fucking Santa Claus, was meant to be serious.
Okay, that's true. Yours were serious, Josh.
Like,
I
was
mean,
just
but that was a brutal video.
If you look at the video, it's pretty close of the I'm sorry video.
It's pretty bad, though.
It's not great. All right. And that's getting to the questions, then we can wrap this episode.
Okay, first question that everyone keeps asking is a merch update. When's the merch going to drop?
That's a question both Josh and I don't know. I ask every day. So the issue is, and Josh is right, not issue. We have these like specially made. They're not just like a traditional sweatshirt. They're sweet. They have a little, you'll see them, but they're not something, it's a special order. So we don't want to put them on sale before we know we can fulfill them quickly. Didn't want to put them on sale before Christmas if people were ordering it for a gift. I'm just waiting for when they're here. I think they're going to sell out quickly, but.
No, I think that like the first people that order them, they're going to like put them on and be like, holy shit, I'm buying every merch drop from BFFs there is because this is the best quality merch.
Yeah, they're very nice. and they're good looking. But that's why we're just waiting for our merch department.
Coming soon.
Yep.
Okay. Second question. Dream guest for this podcast.
Ooh.
I think we know Dave's answer.
Who's mine?
Oh.
Oh, Dixie. We have Dixie Stan t-shirts. Honestly, moving up the rankings is Bryce, but Dixie would be cool.
Dixie, okay. Jeez, I don't know.
I'd like both of them together, but
Maybe Chase would be cool eventually.
Chase would be great.
Like eventually, right? Like,
But yes, and here's what people I don't think get outside the Bryce thing. Like, if Chase is on, I think we'd come out being like, "Oh, we like him." Like, we're not
right. It's
as
not. We're
mean
not
as
bringing him
people
on to
think we are.
attack him.
Yeah, Tana was surprised at the episode.
No, I wouldn't. I
Really
wouldn't want to
nice.
bring on Chase to like start shitting on him and just
Right.
There's no point then. We just look like it's like it looks bad and it's just not fun either. It's not a good podcast.
Yeah, no, totally. So that's a good call. I think we're also in that it's such a weird thing because we want people who say stuff. We just don't, and that's why like Tana's fucking perfect. So we don't want somebody who's just gonna be like quiet and so you got to be willing to say things, which is hard always to find and resonates sort of with two different crowds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true. Okay. Third question. What was your first I made it moment with fame? Like any holy shit, I'm actually famous moments.
I think I know mine, but it was a different level than like where I'm at now, where Josh is clearly at. But we did in 2010, we did like a concert tour. This dude, Sam Adams, who was like kind of blowing up at the time, and we did like 6 concerts around New England, and we had a bus. And I mean, we showed up at these like UNH, UMass, and they had like our signs in the window, and there were like people like chasing the fucking bus. We were like outselling, like how colleges have like their fall concert, like huge acts. We were like destroying them. It was crazy. That was the first time I was like, oh. It was also the first time we were outside of Boston. So it was like, okay, there's something here. Now, I don't know. What about you?
Mine's literally pretty much the same story. It was when I went on tour 2 summers ago. It was just like seeing that like thousands of people were buying tickets to just come take a picture with us. It's like it was a meet and greet tour. It wasn't like we were performing on stage and singing. So the fact that people were paying literally just come like take a photo, say hi for like 10 minutes was like ridiculous to me.
I'd always think too it would be more interesting from like the Josh perspective, although he was grinding for a while doing it. Like ours was very gradual in a way. It's like I've been doing it for so long and every day it would grow a little bit, but it wasn't, and Josh may not be the perfect example.
Yeah.
But there's
Noah
some people
Beck's
who
like a
literally,
perfect example.
What's that?
Noah Beck's a perfect example of a kid that like posted and then wakes up with like 7 million followers type situation, right? It's like for me, it was like 2 years of being like nobody, like no one knew me. And then after that third year, it started building. And then this last year was like my big year.
Yeah, and that's crazy. That I can't imagine like the Noah Beck angle where you just go to sleep one night, nobody knows you wake up, and it's like everyone knows you. That's nuts.
It's crazy.
It's scary. I have one more question if you guys want it.
Sure.
Okay. If you guys didn't have the jobs you had right now, like what the hell do you think you would be doing?
I had a sales job before I started this. I probably would have gone back. I always knew I wanted to try my own thing. This was started as a business. So I think if this didn't work, I would have just tried something else and hopefully hit. But I don't know. I could never be a 9-to-5 guy. It wasn't.
Yeah, that's same for me. I knew since I was 7 years old that I wasn't going to go to like college and do a regular 9-to-5. It was going to be like either coming up with a business or I had like a hockey shirt company and a lacrosse company when I was a kid, like when I was 12 and 14 and stuff like that. So it was like I always knew I was doing something different.
All right, good episode. So I think we're going to have this one take a week off probably in between Christmas and New Year's. Maybe if something big happens, and then we'll be back.
Do a little update.
Good, right? All right, we'll be back better than ever.